What do you find is your opinion of where the Ukrainian Canadian community is at today?
Well, you're dealing with someone who has always had a very high opinion of the Ukrainian diaspora. Now, I might not like certain aspects of it, and in terms of one of the issues that I'm concerned with and promote have met resistance, and very often unpleasant resistance, right? So that's one side of the equation. That's reality. However, I have always had a very high opinion of Ukrainian diaspora, both in the United States and in Canada, because basically they're successful. They have been successful in both countries, and actually their level of success and their level of commitment to their culture and to their people, to their ancestors, to the country from where their ancestors come and for which they would like to see prosper, in comparison to other groups, and here I'm not just talking about in comparison to Carpato-Rusins, because that's no comparison. That's easy to beat that. But, I was director of the Multicultural History Society for many years, and we studied all of these peoples, 130, I think. So I have some perspective on diasporas. And the Ukrainian one is continually amazes me, hasn't slowed down and just gets more sophisticated. So Ukrainians in Canada, I know more about them in Canada than I do in the United States, but I mean, they're going to be around for a while. And also, I have to say, in this context, I remember the last time I was in Alberta. I don't like going to Alberta. It's the end of the world. And I always get to go there when it's lousy weather. So it's freezing, it's cold, it's rainy, it's whatever. The next to last time that I was there, pardon, I went out there. And when I go out there, actually, almost always, I don't know why, I spent time with John Paul Himka. We're friends a long time ago, so whatever, okay. The time before I was out there because he was doing a conference on Eastern Christianity, which I was asked to give the opening talk. Okay, so I go out there. And then, the reason I say him, because then I always like to stay a day so later, conference is over, Sunday comes, I go to church with him, I go visit the, so I interact with the Ukrainian community out there. And I have to say, coming from Northeast United States, then coming from Toronto, being always around the world of post-World War II Ukrainian DPs and their children, who look down on those hicks out in the West, right? From a plateau of superiority in terms of their knowledge of Ukrainian and Ukrainian things. Yeah? But have all kinds of complexes and hang-ups. They don't know where they belong, whether they're in this culture, that culture, whether they hated Soviet Ukraine, then they loved independent Ukraine, then they didn't fulfill their dreams, and so they hate it too. I mean, it's just full of all of these complexes. I go out there, hear these people living their lives, descendants of Ukrainians came who knows how many generations before. They go to their churches, they do their thing. They have no complexes about anything. I find them completely healthy, normal people.